Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
Hello to everyone. Welcome to the perfect combination of business and the good life. This is Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine, where I shall bring you the week's significant business developments on BizWatch, while the leisure trends shall take center stage on our lifestyle section, which shall be hosted by our lovely Sunshine Girl. And she's here right now to tell you what's in store for our viewers this week. Zara?
Hi Butch, it's nice to see you again. And of course to all of our loyal followers, it's nice to see you here on Business and Leisure. It's another brand new edition of your weekly electronics show, and this week we've got interesting and exciting features for all of you. As always, we start with the latest and hottest events on Lifestyle Chronicles, and our popular segment Places is back with your latest discovery in Quezon City. More discoveries for your next food trip is up on Leisure Trip, and last is our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts on Sport Shoot. It's truly a jam-packed show for tonight, and let's start right away with the recent issues on business with our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. See you later, Butch.
Thanks, Zara. We'll see you right after I take care of business. Before we give you our presentation this week, we shall first pause for a short break, after which it's all business talk on BizWatch.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
STV's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the Managing Director of Ford Philippines, Mr. Bert Lazard.
I would like to invite you to check out our pre-Christmas multi-brand test drive festival, a one-stop shop to all car enthusiasts to see and test drive the latest vehicle on November 16 to November 19 at the SM Mall of Asia. Experience our Ford Everest, Ford Ranger, and Ford EcoSport at this event with their best capacity and feature. Please, I would like to see you there.
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure and to our business section, BizWatch. For our lead issue this week, everyone knows that the Philippines is the top call center destination in the world. However, there is no stopping the looming wave of automation, and this threatens the global call center industry, including ours. Heidi Santos has the story.
The Philippines has always been a leader in the global call center industry. As early as the year 2000, Philippine call center companies have made a windfall in the business as more and more foreign companies outsource customer support and sales tasks to this country. However, because of advancing automation, employment in call centers is now being threatened. Analysts find that the industry now has to engage in retraining in higher skilled jobs.
According to the president of Contact Center Association of the Philippines, Mr. Jojo Uligan, there is higher demand for higher skilled jobs in areas such as healthcare, finance, banking, and insurance. Mr. Uligan added that, and we quote, "We lack people with enough technical expertise and experience to service emerging needs," unquote. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
Over a decade ago, more big foreign companies have set up shop in the Philippines because of our fluency in the English language and our cultural affinity with the West, among other reasons. However, the days of simple order taking or directory assistance as call center functions are fast becoming obsolete. Experts say that more than half of outsourced jobs could be lost in the next few years unless retraining is undertaken. Robots are now being employed in many big companies, and machines are now able to replicate some of the simpler tasks that people do. Because of this looming danger to the industry, business leaders of big outsourcing companies are meeting this month in the Philippines to discuss new strategies to counter the impact of automation. There is also an increasing move to seek workers who are college graduates, possess technical expertise, have experience, and can easily be retrained. With all these developments in the BPO industry, the outlook for the industry is not quite as rosy.
In the recent past, growth rates in the BPO industry were easily over 10%. With so much concern that needs to be addressed, the industry is looking at a growth rate of only 8%. Until the year 2022. Meanwhile, it must be difficult to balance the government's position when it comes to conflicting business interests. This is a lesson that is being learned the hard way by our officials, as conflicting interests beset the local sugar industry as well as our trade and industry officials. Our business reporter Andre Cole has the details.
Former Sugar Regulatory Administration Chief Ana Rosario Paner was unceremoniously axed recently and removed from office by the President. However, Ms. Paner was quoted as saying, quote, "The challenges during my administration became apparent during the height of the high fructose corn syrup or HFCS issue. I was determined to do something over the rampant importation of HFCS. I fought HFCS importation with everything I've got to the point of displeasing the Department for Agriculture, our mother agency, DTI, and the Department of Finance. I cannot describe to you the kind of pressure hurled at me to allow the importation of HFCS, but I took a hard position against HFCS, which I am obviously paying for now, but I do not regret what I did. Because the unhampered importation of HFCS have been allowed, the effects of last year's importation would have been irreversible," unquote.
Former SRA administrator issues Sugar Order Number 3, which regulates the entry of high fructose corn syrup into the Philippines and sets the guidelines for the issuance of a clearance for the release of imported HFCS and chemically pure fructose. Agriculture Secretary Emmanuel Piñol assured the sugar industry that this order will stay even if Administrator Ana Rosario Paner has been relieved. A new SRA administrator has been named in the person of Mr. Hermenegildo Serrafica, who was recommended by the DA Secretary. More details from our business reporter.
Former SRA Administrator Ana Rosario Paner also admitted having been pressured by government officials to allow the multinational companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola to import HFCS from China, as sugar barons fear that the new sugar administrator will reverse Sugar Order Number 3 promulgated by former Administrator Ana Rosario Paner. The Agriculture Secretary has allayed their fears and assured them that Sugar Order Number 3 will be kept in place. This assurance was given by the DA Secretary at a meeting with sugar stakeholders of Negros Occidental.
It's good to hear that the strict requirements for the importation of high fructose corn syrup will be maintained by the Department of Agriculture. This will ensure the protection of the welfare of all the stakeholders in the domestic sugar industry. We will now take a short break, but be back shortly with more current and relevant business issues for you. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV's Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the General Manager for Automobile of Suzuki Philippines, Mr. Shuzo Hoshikura.
It's gift-giving time of the year once again. If you are planning on giving your family or yourself gift of a lifetime, make sure to test drive it before you buy it. Come to the Autofocus Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. Suzuki Philippines will have Celerio, Swift, Jimny, Seat, Ertiga, and a surprise new model for you. Please watch out for this. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
The Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest-running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure as we continue with more business developments. For the next business issue, as the government's Build program is starting to unfold, stakeholders in the construction industry are scrambling to meet the expected demand. Among these are players in the cement industry. Our BizWatch correspondent Heidi Santos files this report.
The Department of Trade and Industry is now finalizing the amended Department Administrative Order that will govern the safety standards of all imported cement. Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez assured all the stakeholders of a level playing field in the revised inspection rules on cement importation. The final rules are not yet out, but Secretary Mon Lopez said that only cement that pass quality standards can enter into the country. One of the options that is being studied is to allow pre-shipment inspection from the origin country. In this case, the cement will be allowed immediate release and distribution. If it passes the compressive strength of 28 days, a verification will still be conducted. However, if the certification is only for 3 to 7 days and not 28 days, a verification will be conducted and the product cannot be released until the completion of the results.
Actually, this is what the local pure traders are pushing for. However, we have local cement manufacturers who also import cement to augment the shortfall in their production. These manufacturers, importers are batting for post-cement inspection only. They are saying that it would be fairly easy to fake a standard certification overseas. The pure traders now are saying that there is a need to hire a credible third-party certifying body to ensure the integrity of the certification. Our BizWatch correspondent has more details.
The pure traders are not in favor of post-shipment inspection because of the additional expenses for warehousing because of the length of time it will take to complete the tests. In the meantime, it looks like cement importation will continue at a brisk rate because we have not expanded the capacities of our existing cement plants, nor have we added new plants. Cement will continue to be imported from China and other ASEAN countries.
We clearly need new cement plants, or at least significantly expand the capacity of the existing ones, which have reached their maximum capacity of 24 million tons of production since 2016. It will take 4 or 5 years to expand and build new plants, so we can expect robust cement importation during the implementation of the Build, Build, Build program. And now for our final business issue this week, Filipino professionals will be pleased to know that the Japan International Cooperation Agency, more known as JICA, has announced the call for applicants for its scholarship programs offered by the Japanese government for those who want to study in Japan. Andre Ko, our business reporter, has the details.
JICA has announced that the Project for Human Resource Development Scholarship by Japanese Grant Aid is open for Filipinos engaged in formulating and implementing socio-economic development plans and become future leaders in their respective fields. Mr. Susumu Ito, JICA Chief Representative, said that, quote, by helping build the capacity of Filipino professionals, JICA aims to sustain economic growth trajectory of the Philippines in the long term, unquote. A Filipino professional banker from the Development Bank of the Philippines, Mr. Francis de los Reyes, who obtained his master's in economics from the International University of Japan, added that, quote, the Japanese scholarship is not just about career advancement, it is also about developing the values we need to contribute to Philippine development, unquote. The Japanese Grant Aid, or JDA, is open to Filipinos the ages of 22 and 39 as of April 1, 2018. The applicant must be interested to pursue a master's degree in Japan to support Philippine development. Application is open until November 14, 2017. To date, 319 Filipinos have been recipient of this scholarship in fields like agriculture, human resources, health, public works, policy development, manufacturing, tourism, social welfare, and energy.
Aside from the Japanese grant aids, JICA is also offering training for young leaders and academic researchers. The Philippines is a partner country of JICA. And with that, we end BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we have a featured entrepreneur on Business Movers. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Today's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the president of Isuzu Philippines Corporation, Mr. Hajime Koso.
Christmas is fast approaching, and many of you are probably thinking of buying a car for your family or yourself. If you are, it's best to test drive it before you buy it. This year's Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia is on November 16 to 19. Isuzu Philippine Corporation will have the following model available for you to test drive. Our new Blue Power Euro 4 direct injected VGS turbo diesel engines for new Isuzu D-Max Blue Power 4x4 and 4x2 automatic variants, and new Isuzu Mu-X Blue Power 4x2 automatic. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Welcome back, and you're still on the business section of Business and Leisure. Up next is our Business Movers segment. This week on Business Movers, we will introduce a well-loved restaurateur who has made his mark in the restaurant scene through sheer hard work. He took the plunge against many odds and emerged as one of the pillars in the industry.
Bonnie Pimentel loves to indulge his two passions, eating good food with his children and playing golf at least 3 times a week. Many will recognize this amiable face behind the famous brand Ilustrado, which stands for quality continental Spanish food. But he did not really set out to be a restaurateur early on. Business and Leisure sat down with Bonnie to give our viewers a peek into the persona behind the famous Ilustrado.
Well, I'm honored, Maki, for this interview, in fact, so that I can also share my what is Ilustrado is and who am I, Well, I grew up in the province of Pangasinan. I was born there, and to tell you frankly, I was born when my father died, and I'm still in my mother's womb when she died. So I was really raised by my grandfather on my mother's side. My grandfather acted as my father, and he's the one who taught me to be somebody. And he told me that I have to stand on my 2 feet. I learned in my early years how to be without a father. And my mother has really worked hard for me to be here today.
Bonnie finished his elementary schooling in Pangasinan, but in the middle of his high school education, he moved to Manila, where he continued his schooling until he finished college.
I'm a very technical man, that's why I took up engineering. And of course, in your younger days, everybody wants to be a doctor, everybody wants to be an engineer, and
Bonnie became a working student. While in college, he worked part-time in a big hotel in Manila, recommended by an uncle who knew the hotel's personal manager. He learned and gained experience in the hotel before moving to a new fine dining restaurant in Makati that had just opened. This was the L'Orangerie, the first French restaurant in Makati, which became very famous for its fine French continental cuisine. Bonnie had fond memories of this restaurant, which shaped his future career as a restaurateur.
I met my wife in L'Orangerie. That's years back. I used to be the administration manager there, and I used to be the maître d', the restaurant manager of the establishment. And well, I don't know, maybe also a destiny that God put us together there, to be partners in life, So we did that, and we got married, and then the owner of the establishment, actually, when the operators the canines before left, and he approached us that he learned that we're getting married and if we want to operate and manage the restaurant because nobody in their side to manage it. So, well, we agreed in principle in a way that because we're also at that time we're also busy in our preparation for our marriage, no? So we agreed, and then after our marriage, we said, no, we had a meeting with him, and he said yes. No? We took it, and of course, it needs some financial things, so we asked our relatives for financial helps, and we did. We got it, and that's the start of our job as operators of that restaurant, the Ilustrado thing. No? And it started then since 1981.
Ilustrado became a landmark of sorts in Intramuros. The ambience was old, genteel Filipino with turn-of-the-century memorabilia, fine wooden furniture, and fond memories of our forefathers, which were thoughtfully preserved.
We added some of the menus that we had in our L'Orangerie before. Still, we still have our specialty of the house, the roast duck, no? Some of the specialty of the house during our time there. And we added some Spanish dishes. So at that time, I don't have any Spanish cook, no? So I only have my chef, which their experience are really what we do in L'Orangerie, no? And then doing up, we added Spanish paella, yung lengua, yung callos, which become famous.
The Pimentels officially opened Ilustrado in October 1989, and this year they will be marking their 26th anniversary. The partnership of Rose and Bonnie Pimentel that gave birth to Ilustrado has withstood the test of time.
We have a very good partnership, no? We are partner in life, no? And we are partner in our business, no? And we divide actually our chores, or we divide actually our labor in our restaurant, no? My wife Rose, in charge of our admin. We jive, no, with each other in that sense that we had an agreement that every time that we do, we have to talk to each other. That's why we agreed that we will not blame each other in front of our people. We agreed on that. We respect each other in front of our people. And then we just discuss. If we have some problem, we discuss it privately.
So
that's
business,
business, personal.
And it
that's
works very
it
well.
works very well, and until her death last 2009, you know. So we have a very good relationship, and of course, now we have our very good and children of 4.
The Pimentels have a brood of 4, 3 girls, Bettina, Bea, and Bernice, and a boy, RJ, who is now based in Hong Kong with his own young family. Sadly, Rose passed away in 2009, so it is just Bonnie, Bea, and Bernice. Bonnie says he cherishes his time with his daughters, and their favorite pastime is eating out.
That's my passion.
You know how to cook, sir?
Yes, I love to eat. No?
Yeah.
In fact, every Sunday that we always spend my time, my precious time, to my children's. No? We go out.
His daughters Bea and Bernice are now fully involved in the main restaurant as well as in the catering business.
My second girl, si Bea, she's my general manager here, and she's taking care of what her mom actually left out. No, she's taking of my sales, the admin, no, and she's very much involved, no. And the other daughter that I have is Bernice, who's taking care of my kitchen, no. So it's really hard time to have these two together. Mahirap eh. Alam mo naman, di ba? Sometimes they have a sibling rivalry, you know, medyo ano yan. So I have to go in between.
Bernice probably got the idea of adding cooking to her skills, having gotten used to seeing her dad creating dishes in their family kitchen.
She added one more course to her that she studied. She got a culinary course in ISCAM. And that she did for 18 months, plus other seminars in baking, etc., etc. So now she's my executive chef here.
Now, Ilustrado, the restaurant and the catering business, which is thriving very well, are running smoothly with the father and the two daughters running the business with their respective roles. For some, it is not easy to have three independent minds come together in a family business. Bonnie wisely forged an agreement with the two girls, mindful of his role as mediator and boss.
I'm still your dad, and in business, in the restaurant, I'm still your boss. So they understand that, no? So that's why they're always aware, especially when I get mad or medyo mainit ang ulo ni daddy, so medyo ano na sila. So they always call me cranky. But I think that's the usual thing, for the father or the parents to their children.
Today, as Bonnie focuses more on expanding their catering business, there is a whole new industry that has embraced the Ilustrado brand, the Philippine motoring industry.
I can only say through friendship. They said that I'm very good in PR, and I know a lot of people. So sabi nila. And then when I met people, of course, he introduced you to other people and to other people, di ba? So you meet everybody. And that's where I started my relationship some motoring industry people that si Bonnie yan, magaling, he caters. Good, sige, so we'll try you out. So doon nagsimula yung mga ganyan. So I met Sherwin in a golf course, So he doesn't know that I'm catering, and then that's started our BIOS Cup,
Undoubtedly, there is so much competition now in the restaurant scene, and Bonnie knows that he needs to exert more effort in further entrenching their brand. Many foreign brands have also came in, and lately these foreign brands have also ventured into catering.
There's a lot of players now, and most of these players have no establishment like us, Some are just working in their own backyard, And also, the number one problem with the competitors is the price, and that's what we have. It's a big playing ground that we really have to share each other's business,
The malls are now full of restaurants, and because Ilustrado has made its own mark in the restaurant scene, Bonnie has received his fair share of invitations to be one of the mall tenants.
Everybody is asking us, why don't you open in this area? There's no Philippine Italian or Filipino Spanish there, So, masarap pang ano mo, ikaw, bukas ka na. Ganon na. Sabi ko naman, okay, we'll see. Sabi ko lang naman, yes, we have the offer, but we're still studying it,
Now that Ilustrado, the Pimentel's brand, is well entrenched, Bonnie has time to indulge his other passion.
I play golf, I play at least 3 times a week, So that's why look at my color. That's why I don't want to show in your camera because my color is really something different unlike before. And then I still spend my time to my children, especially Sunday, that we always go to church every Sunday, and after that we always go out for the new restaurants, trying out, and as I said that we always do some traveling, with them, Although 3 of my kids are already married.
You're a grandfather now, sir?
Again?
Are you a grandfather?
Yes, I have 3 grandsons. One from Bea, and her hubby Paul, and 2 from my son, my only son RJ. He's now based in Hong Kong. So my daughter-in-law just gave birth last 3 weeks ago in Hong Kong. So I have 2 from them.
Bonnie just came from Hong Kong to visit his brand new grandson, and he likes his role now as a grandfather. To all the aspiring entrepreneurs out there mulling over their decision to go into business, Bonnie has this to share.
I like to share my passion, my passion in the work that I do, you should really do it right. If you have self-respect, you should also show your respect to your constituents, like your people, so that you can also get the respect. Be real, be real and continue what you're doing. The best of what you're really serving to your clientele. You still continue to have everything that they like to you, your good food, your good service, and everything.
Words of advice from a professional and very successful restaurateur, Ms. Bonnie Pimentel of Ilustrado, our business mover this week. That ends the business section of BNL. Our sunshine girl, Zara Hernandez, is all set to usher in the leisure portion of our show, which is coming right up ahead after we pause for another short break. We'll be right back.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the Vice President of Pilipinas Taj Auto Group Inc., Mr. Art Balmadrid.
Thinking of buying a car this Christmas? Make sure to test drive it before you buy it. The Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, a one-stop shop for all brand new car models available in the country, is happening on November 16 to 19 at the Mall of Asia, where Pilipinas Taj, the exclusive distributor of Tata Motors vehicles, shall have the latest car models and commercial vehicles that will be made available for test drive. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas, everyone!
To the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
You're still with us here on Business and Leisure, and right now we go right on to the lifestyle section as I turn you over to our co-host this week, Sunshine Girl, Zaira Hernandez, for our leisure report. Zaira, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Butch. And hi, everyone. Are you guys still with me? Well, I hope so, because it is now time for me to take the spotlight as I dish out on the best in lifestyle. Now, parties have been happening in all sides of the metro, and let's now see what we have scooped lately. Here now is Lifestyle Chronicles.
Sangyang Philippines recently participated in the third fun ride of Ciclab, or Ciclistang Laguna Batangas, an organization of all the cyclists within the area. The event is in line with the celebration of the 14th Coconut Rambutan Lanzones, or Coramblon Festival of Alaminos, Laguna. The goal of the activity is to support the cyclists and to provide them a community social with a commitment to the municipality of Alaminos.
You know, Sangyong has been supporting sports. And since I came here from Alaminos, yung Sangyong, sinusuportahan namin yung activities ng Alaminos Laguna, who happens to be celebrating their Coramblan. No? That's Coconut Rambutan Lanzones Festival. And there are a lot of activities lined up para sa festival nito. And one of these is this fun run ng mga cyclists. So this is one way of supporting by Sangyong of this activity. Suportahan lang yung mga youth, no? Youth development at the same time, pati yung tourism ng Alaminos Laguna.
Sangyang Philippines aims to support the youth as well as the tourism in the area through participating in the event.
More exclusive parties for you to check out only here on Lifestyle Chronicles segment. Stay tuned always, okay? Welcome to Places once again, dear loyal viewers. And yes, we once again have another great discovery for all of you. Watch this.
Stories by Lily Pad. This is the name of this wistful restaurant in Times Street, West Triangle Homes, Quezon City. Angel Taco, one of the owners of the restaurant, tells us how they came up with this enchanting name.
Okay, it's called Stories by Lily Pad because there are many stories behind this place since it's an ancestral home. So it's also about the story of the people who put this all together, because we all went through personal struggles, and during the process, but it all turned out to be worth it in the very end.
Angel used to work in the corporate world and stay there for some 6 years before she decided to uproot herself.
I used to work in corporate. I did corporate for 5 or 6 years. Then after that, I went freelance, and siguro during that time, it was a time of soul searching, if you may call it. And then I remembered the words of one of my mentors growing up. So she would always tell me, Angel, if you have the capacity, you have to create jobs for your countrymen. So that's what really struck me. And then that's when I decided that I should go into business.
The company behind this restaurant is called Lily Pad, and this is their first business venture. Angel's grandparents built this house, and way back in the 70s, it used to be a place where family and friends gathered on occasions to celebrate and enjoy good food. Angel wanted to continue this tradition and share the good experience she had in their ancestral home. This fountain is one of fondest memories in the garden of this home.
This fountain has actually become popular. You'll see it in a lot of Facebook and Instagram posts by our guests. So as you can see, it's a big cup composed of smaller calves. Yeah, the concept actually for this fountain comes from the passage, "My cup overflows." And then we ask family and friends to donate like their personal mugs that each have a story behind it. And we just really wanted a water feature in our venue just to add to, you know, the relaxing and calming feel.
Inside, there are more stories to tell.
This is actually an old door. So I found it in our storage room. It has been there for years. It's actually the door from the office of my lolo tito, if you may call it that. So actually here you can even see the holes from the doorknobs. Over here we have a couple of tables that are actually sewing machines. They used to be sewing machines. So we just upcycled them, and then we had this tabletop pot.
The old wood from the original house, all Nara, was used in the walls of this restaurant. Old memorabilia like musical instruments, books, these old walkie-talkies on the wall, memories of the family's travels abroad, these are all showcased in Stories by Lily Pad.
This used to be our dining area for special occasions. So the long table that's actually inside the meeting room used to be out here. Yeah, and then that area is actually a sliding door na glass leading out to the garden.
The restaurant can accommodate 50 inside and 30 in the garden for those who fancy al fresco dining. The restaurant is open from Tuesdays to Sundays from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stories by Lily Pad has had their fair share of celebrations, from birthdays to anniversaries and even corporate events.
So this is our meeting room. We have this antique set which can accommodate 8 to 10 people, but sometimes we change the setup a bit so it can actually reach up to 20. Yeah. And then we have an LCD screen, a 50-inch, so it's very useful for meetings because you just plug in your laptop.
And here in this home cafe is where Stories by Lily Pad's bestsellers can be had.
Okay, so we start off with our bestseller. This is our Goda Fried Chicken. It's called Goda Fried because it's named after the dad, Godofredo, of my partner Gigi. He was the one who taught her the technique on how to make the inside juicy and the outside very crispy. But the recipe for this one is an original of Gigi's. It also comes with the Goda Fried sauce, so it's an original as well. It's a balance of saltiness, it's a bit sour, and also it has a slight kick to it. And it comes with the garlic rice as well. This one's another bestseller. It's our salpicao. It's beef tenderloin from New Zealand, sauteed in garlic, mushrooms, and our very own salpicao sauce. So it's served with a siding of sauteed vegetables and garlic rice. This dish is called Jaco Thai rice. It's one of our dishes that's becoming more popular nowadays. So Jaco Thai stands for Japanese Korean Thai. So it's a fusion of Asian flavors. So here you have beef sirloin in our own teriyaki sauce. There's scrambled egg and kimchi rice as well. Another bestseller is our grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. So it's best for starters or for snacks. And for the tomato soup, we use real tomatoes. And for the grilled cheese sandwich, it's special because it has our 3 cheese mix. Last September 8, we launched our all-day breakfast menu. So we have traditional rice meals that include longanisa, tocino, corned beef, spam. And here in front of me is one of the favorites, which is beef tapa. So all of the rice meals are served with our breakfast rice, your choice of egg, and our very own salsa. Part of the all-day breakfast menu that we launch is what we call the Create Your Own Platter. So it's this list of types of breads, mains, spreads, and eggs that you can choose from. So it really depends on your appetite for the day or even your budget. So here in front of me is a sample platter. So we have crispy bacon, our pancakes. It's not your traditional flat pancake though. This is a plain pancake. This one has Nutella inside. So when you open it, the Nutella just oozes out. This is sauteed spinach. We have Hungarian sausage and scrambled egg. This one is Nutella pancake. So the Nutella is not found on top, but it's actually inside. We also have a variety of dessert and pastry options to offer our guests. We have different drinks as well, coffee-based and non-coffee based. So here we have, for example, Viet coffee, which can be taken iced or hot. We have traditional cappuccino. We have Java jelly, matcha cheesecake. This one is our house special lemongrass tea. It can be served hot or cold. It's great both ways. It's homemade, no caffeine, all natural, no preservatives. I'd like to invite you all to come to our cafe, Stories by Lilypad. It's located at 46 Times Street, West Triangle, Quezon City. Bring your family, bring your friends, your special someone. It's great for dates as well. So please don't hesitate to get in touch with us, like for reservations or if you have any queries. Our mobile number is 0956-824-0094. Our email address is storiescafe.lilypad@gmail.com. You can also check out our Facebook page or our Instagram. It's Stories by Lilypad.
So if you're interested in sharing some of those Stories by Lilypad experience, you've got the number to call. We'll see you there very soon. We're not over just yet. Business and Leisure has more to show you right after this short break. Stay stuck.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the Vice President for Marketing Services of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation, Mr. Froy D. Chankin.
Christmas is fast approaching and many of you are probably thinking of buying a new car for your family or for yourself. If you are, it's best to test drive it before you buy it. This year's Autofocus pre-Christmas multi-brand test drive at the Mall of Asia is on November 16 to 19. Mitsubishi Motors Philippines will have the following models available for you to test drive. We have the Montero Sport, Strada Pickup, the Mirage, and Mirage G4. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. The best of the holidays to all of you.
Come to the Autofocus multi-brand pre-Christmas test drive festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
STV's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the marketing manager of Subaru Philippines, Mr. John Ezekiel Asuncion.
Are you looking for something special to gift this holiday season? Why not buy a brand new car? Come to the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. Subaru will be offering multiple test drive units for your enjoyment at this festival. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
To the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. You're still with me here on your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine. This is Business and Leisure. Heads up, guys, here are our recommended dining destinations. Let's watch closely.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the squid ink pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular what to enjoy and where to go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
The holidays are here now, and those places that we've shown you are highly recommended for the coming holiday season. Now, I'm about to end the lifestyle part of our show, but not until we check out our featured firearm on Sport Shoot. Let's all check this one out.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sport Shoot. This is a leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. This week we feature another outstanding handgun, the TriStar T120 9mm. If you are familiar with the CZ75, designed in Czechoslovakia back in the 70s, when it was still Soviet-occupied, this is the Turkish-made version of that handgun. It is manufactured by TriStar Sporting Arms. This is a hammer-fired, recoil-operated, semi-automatic 9mm handgun. The new TriStar T120 has a slide and barrel made of forged steel over a lighter aluminum frame that measures 4.7 inches. The overall length is 8.2 inches, while the width is 1.35 inches. Overall height is 5.05 inches. It has a capacity of 17 plus 1 rounds. This handgun has fixed black sights and it has black polymer or checkered grips. The trigger is 13 pounds for double action or 6 pounds for single action. In the US, it retails for $500. On the range, loading was never a problem, and the gun locked open when the magazine was empty. For accuracy, the experts had variable results depending on the ammunition used, but overall, the T120 had admirable accuracy. The verdict for the T120? It is a solid performer and very suitable for everyday carry. That was the TriStar T120, our featured handgun this week on Sports Shoot. And that's Sports Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiast.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Arms Corps Global Defense Incorporated.
That firearm is truly remarkable. And with that, I would like to say thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. And make sure to please come back again next week for more informative and exciting lifestyle features for all of you. If you happen to miss our show and all of our segments, well, fret not, because it is all uploaded for you guys through our website, businessandleisure.ph. Bye for now, guys, and back to you, Butch. See you again. Butch?
Thanks, Zara, for another exhilarating and entertaining edition of the Leisure Report. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.